Welcome back to this series on 2025 reflections and 2026 predictions here at the end of the year. Joining me now, Dr. Jackie Meyer of TaxPlan IQ. Dr. Meyer, I guess I would say Happy New Year. It's not quite there yet, but when this airs, it may very well be.
Yes, for sure. Happy New Year, everyone.
So let's jump right in real quick. As we look back at 2025, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you learned in 2025?
I think the biggest lesson that I learned, I work with a lot of accountants, and I've worked with a lot of accountants over many, many years now. And then I have my own practice that I sold in 2022. And no matter how fast I want the profession to move forward, it is never going to be that way. So there has to be a level of flexibility and patience with where meeting everyone where they're at, and then keep helping them like micro step get to that next level because people are so overwhelmed. There's always something, right? And so that's the lesson is like there's always going to be you know crazy stuff going on, and we have to figure out how to control what we can control. And so I'm really honing in on that into 2026, how with me in the tax advisory space and bringing more people into it, how to really make it just like that easy A to Z to bring anyone into that sphere.
That's a that's a big bold goal, making it easy to bring people into the tax planning sphere. Good luck to you on that one. So, well, before we get into 2026, um, obviously that's something that you took as a lesson. Do you have any victories, any work victories, big wins, something for you that just really stood out from this past year?
Oh, for sure. Oh my gosh. So I just wrote a founder's letter and I posted it on my LinkedIn. So I would love for anyone to connect with me there. There were so many wins. There were also several mistakes. So I noticed, like in growing a SaaS company, we were killing it with sales, but our customer support started to lag. And so now we're going to completely refocus customer first, customer first, first, right? That was a mistake. For wins, just a few days ago, it was announced that I was top 25 most powerful women in accounting. And that was the first time I've ever gotten that award. So I'm very, very pleased about that. And I feel very powerful. So that's why I have big goals, Derek.
You should. That is a warranted of congratulations and a from the times that we have spoken, it is a well deserved achievement for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, congratulations on that. So that's a couple of things in 25 that you obviously classified as a win. You mentioned again the shifting on the SaaS side towards that customer support, customer success. Was there anything else this past year, either within your sphere, your work, etc., or macroeconomically, etc., that caught you off guard? Anything that surprised
Oh.
you?
So I was not surprised when the what I call the OB3, Trump bill came out. I was a bit surprised. It came out faster than I expected. I was really in the middle of TCJ when it hit in 2017, 2018. And so I was just trying to make sure that like other practitioners got caught up around what they could do right then and there. And then moving into 2026, I put together like a cheat sheet for any practitioner to be like, here's what you can still do for 2025, even though it's 2026. Because I think a lot of people are going to feel caught off guard when they start prepping returns. So that one, yeah, that caught me a little off guard. I also actually published my first book. It's called The Balanced Millionaire Advisor Edition, and that's for CPA trend lines. That took way too long to get out there, but it's finally out there. And it's like the best holiday present ever. And I hope that every accountant, grabs it and like learns so many cool things from it.
I don't know how you're going to follow this up in 2026. I mean, you had a heck of a year here in 25.
It was a roller coaster. Honestly, fourth quarter, I felt like everything was falling apart. When you found a company and you kind of step aside, let a lot of other people run it. We went from about 10 people to like over 25 this year. And when I learned that like customer support wasn't like in that perfect spot of like feeling like we were going so above and beyond for every customer, it just like killed me inside. And I felt so closely tied to it. And so I can't say it's all like good, right? There's good and bad, but I'm glad we learned about it because now we're going to be able to do so much better for customers moving forward. And that, I mean, that's the positive light, right?
I love it. Lessons learned are always good. Whether it's a bad lesson or a good lesson, it's when you learn it and move on from it, that's the best that you can do.
For sure.
Okay, so give me a prediction then for 2026. Something that you see you think is going to happen. And again, this can be within your little world, or this can be larger worlds at large. I mean, I just used large twice in a row. So give me a prediction for 2026.
Um, the new tax bill that was released on July 4th, 2025 is going to be a disaster going into implementing it into 2026. We still don't have pure like true treasury guidance, which is like step 1 of how you do this stuff. And we're a month away from e-filing tax returns for 2025, right? And so I do not want people to miss really silly little things that they can do for their clients. I mean, all they have to do is ask the question like, did you buy a new vehicle that was made in the US? Because your interest up to $10,000 a year is tax deductible. I don't want people to miss those things because they just don't know about it, right? And so I really want to encourage people to stay current on education and CPE and the news so that you can go that extra mile for your clients as well.
1 month away, and we still don't have guidance on it. Wow. I think you used the term disaster there. I'm right there with you right now.
Yeah, where's my little ornament, like the fire dumpster
This
fire
is
thing?
fine. This is
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine. Okay, real quickly, we haven't talked about AI yet. Are you using AI? And if so, how do you anticipate that changing for you in this coming year?
Okay, so I use AI every day. ChatGPT is my best friend. Like literally, I think it knows more about me than my husband, my kids, my best friend. Because I'm very ADHD. And so my mind, I think of new ideas constantly, or I'm constantly like thinking about different paths and stuff. And so it helps me kind of hone in on like what's important. But I brain dump all these like ideas that I have. And so it's imperative to my life. I feel like it helps me stay organized, but also keep me like on track or accountable in a way. But we also have been working on some pretty big things within TaxPlan IQ with AI. We already have a chat bot that's kind of like having the smartest tax manager in the world. It's not a research bot, but it's going to help you manage the 100+ tax strategies we have in the system, like implementing them for clients, right? And so we're expanding that to have this whole AI questionnaire that's going to like just what came to mind is blow your socks off, which I think is like 30 years old. I should not say that. What's the trendy thing? I don't know, but
Uh, make it.
it's
It's
exciting.
gonna make. It's gonna bring the riz. I don't know what the
It's
kids
gonna
say
bring
these
the
days.
riz. Yeah. It's got an aura. It's got an aura. I just won that one yesterday. Okay. So, yeah. So, yes, I use it all the time. I encourage everyone just hop in. It's like talking to a person and it will adapt to you. You just have to get the login and run with it. And what is didn't happen in 2025 that we're seeing a lot in the news right now is that agents didn't really take off. AI agents, which is like it just processing things behind the scenes for you, right? And that I think is going to be big in 2026. I already saw like ClickUp just made a huge announcement about saving 2 days a week with their new AI agents. And so I'm really intrigued to jump in, test those things out, see what they can do.
It's awesome. Yeah, agentic AI. Everybody was talking about it. I think we kind of, again, whether it's the OBBBA, whether it's PE in this space, something just took agentic AI off of the mind of the accountants and perhaps the software vendors. Well, that's interesting. The other term that they use is it's giving. So you could say, hey, your chatbot, it's giving. It's giving big manager on it.
Okay, I didn't know that one.
Yep. As you can tell, I have middle school children. So.
Okay, yeah, I've got a third grader and sixth grader, so they're not quite there yet, but they're really into 6, 7 right now. We're 41.
Yeah. I've lived in that 6, 7 world for the last 6, 7 months. All right, last question before we wind up here. Give me one thing you hope doesn't happen in 2026.
Oh, that's the best question yet, Derek. Okay, let's see. Whew. I hope that we don't lose an extensive amount of accountants to the typical signs of burnout and problems that our industry has had in the past. There are so many solutions out there, and I know it can get overwhelming, but there are true solutions that help you and equip you and can make your work so much more purposeful and more passionate again. People start out in this business so passionate about working with clients and stuff, and then they are just like, oh, I can't handle another day, right? So I hope that we gain more than we lose in the profession because there's still so much hope there.
That's fantastic. Well, Dr. Meyer, here's to a fantastic 2026 and cheers.
Cheers.